Alright guys, it is day one practice for me for my next Cullman Kayak Anglers kayak tournament, and I'm sitting on a lake I've never laid eyes on before. Did a little map study last night. I've got about 3, maybe 4 places or areas that I want to check out, and I'm sitting on the first one. It is cold. I just took off my warm weather hat, so get a little sun on my ears. Now it's finally warmed up. Started in the upper 30s this morning, which is not what we've been used to here in Alabama. So I'm gonna try to scope out a few areas. This may be my only practice day, so I want to know kind of what the lay of the land is, or lay of the lake, so to speak, where the points are, where the drops are, where the channel swings are, stuff like that, and possibly figure out from if I get some bites, if I catch any fish. My main thing is looking, and if I get a bite, I really don't want to burn an area up because my tournament's coming up, but just keep a mental check on where I get these bites, and then maybe tonight I can go back over it all and kind of figure out a game plan for the actual tournament. So you guys hang with me. I'm working kind of a deep bank. May try to pull up a diagram and show you exactly kind of where I'm at, and give you an idea of where I started, what my game plan was for today. But hang out with me. I'm going to move again, and maybe the sun's going to shine for a little while. It's supposed to get cloudy. Cold this morning, going to be warm this afternoon, so I think it's going to be a good day. Let's go see if we can find a fish. Hang out with me. Alright guys, we have managed our first fish of the morning. Pretty little old spotted bass. Fat. I gotta get out of the... I'm supposed to be in the trees. This is my second area I wanted to practice. It's up a creek. And it's got a little more watercolor than where I started. This lake's fairly clear. So I'm used to fishing in the mud holes this past first part of this season, and wasn't really prepared to come and be in this clear water. This has got a little more color to it, and got a little ripple on the water, which makes for maybe a good spinnerbait bite. I got a couple of bites or 4 or 5 bites in the first area. Just they grabbed the jig and that was it. Ripped the legs off. Not really committing to anything. They weren't taking it all. So I didn't hang around that area too long. Moved on, and now we're exploring this creek. It's got a ton of stuff in it. So I'll let you know how this works out. A lot of targets to throw to. Can't hardly talk this morning. It's been cold. It's starting to warm up now. We're getting a lot of cloud cover, so maybe the bite will get a little bit better, especially for a spinnerbait. Anyway, I'll let you know what I get on. Hang out. Yeah. Well, here's number 2 for the big Sinking Creek Lake, or Sinking Creek, or whatever it's called. Another spinnerbait bass. I've had a couple bites on jigs, but they won't hang on to it. The wind's up. I'm doing my best to stay out of the brush and the limbs, and we got enough chop on the water that I think I can catch them on a spinnerbait. But at least I found an area that's got a couple fish in it. So it's been tough so far, but we got some fish in the boat, and another little spot. Get him back. Away he goes. Alright, I'm gonna I'm gonna work this area just a little more, and then I'm gonna leave. Done caught 2 fish in it. I know there's some fish here, so I'm gonna not try to catch every fish in the area. So maybe if I do come back here, they'll still bite again. But we'll see. This is the only area so far that I've got a fish in the boat. So there's 2 fish in 1 creek, and that's a good sign. So we'll let it go at that. Move along. Hang out. I'll let you know what else I find. Ooh. Alright guys, number 3. Boy, he just barely got hooked too. Barely got hooked. Now this fish is actually a largemouth. This came from a tip from a local that said he was catching them on a crankbait. Well, I've been throwing a crankbait some off and on, but I didn't commit to it. But they will hit it if I can get the hook out. Now he's not any bigger than my little spots I caught earlier, but we'll take it. That's probably a little male right out here in the open water mouth of a pocket. That's where they should be pre-spawn. This water is 59 degrees, so they're not quite ready to move up there and do their thing yet. Man, what a mess. But hey, that's 3 in the boat. Got bites in a couple of places. Know a couple. Caught a fish in this was one spot. Then I had 2 other spots with fish. So we're making a little progress. I'll go back home tonight. I will check out the maps and see if there's anything lining up or making seeing, maybe this makes a pattern and I'm not seeing it while I'm out here. But all these fish just seem so random to me. Mouth of pockets. The other was, it could have been a mouth of a pocket. A small pocket. Anyway, we're going to keep chunking and winding. And there's 2 little pockets right here together. I want to try them both and see if they've got fish. See if that was a fluke. And if we get another bite right here, I'm going to head down to the next pocket and see if we're on to something. Anyway, hang around. There you go. There you go. Alright guys, number 4. So we would have had a limit today, and this is a spot. Mouth of the second pocket. Alright, let's get you back. Now we may be on to something. So, mouths of pockets. These fish they're not tucked up to the bank yet, which is kind of the whole idea for this trip today, is to find where the fish are, what stage they're in, how many are close to the bank, how many are not, where the bites come from, and that is now we're kind of got some that we can kind of target. Unfortunately, they're small. Nothing over 13 or 14 inches. Not going to win a tournament like that. Hopefully in a week, 2 weeks, when it's tournament time, the big girls will be up close to here. You got all these males, you big girls got to be somewhere. At least that's stands to reason anyway. Alright, I'm going to get back in position. Wind's got me off my little point where I drifted across and through parallel. I want to hit it one more time before I get out of this area. See if I get one more bite. Alright guys, that has concluded day 1 of my tournament practice for Sinking Creek. Took me all day. I think I have found a little something that might be worth looking into. As you've seen, I've got some fish in the mouth of pockets. No fish that's going to win that tournament though. So now it's back home, do the map study, see what I can piece together. Day 2 practice will come on the actual tournament video itself, if I get a day 2 practice. If not, I'm gonna try to share my game plan before I go into the tournament. Whatever I figure out, I'm gonna try to share that with you and follow through with it. I'll lay out a plan. It's something I've never really done much years before. I always just fished good areas. Well, now as I'm getting older, I'm realizing practice is so important, and using your head a little more than just covering water and chunking and winding. So I'll let you know how it goes. The weather is about to get brutal. Don't know that I'm going to get a day 2 practice, so this may be it. I may have to go on what I found. You guys, I appreciate you so much hanging in and watching my videos. You subscribers, you guys are great. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Got anything you want to talk about, leave it in the comments. I always answer my comments, or at least I try to. I'll see you guys on tournament day. If I don't get a practice day, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but otherwise I'll see you guys when the tournament video comes out. Let you know how I finished up, and let's just push forward, hope for the best. See you guys. Have a good day. I'm out.